Bonjour.
No. Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Mes cheveux, c'est un délire. Hein. Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Battlestar Galactica Season 1, Episode 2. I watched this morning the 2 parts of the pilot. If you want to see that, I'm gonna try to put the links. And I just watched the first episode of the Season 1. Again, I'm gonna try to put the links into the eye if you want to see that. Try not to pay attention to my hairs, really. I'm just tired of them for today. I said it during the intros and reviews of the last episode. I was sick this night. I didn't sleep a lot. My hairs are like, that's it. We gave up. And I'm giving up on them, so try not to pay attention to that. I'm not paying attention to it. About the show now. I'm really glad to discover that show again because I explained that I already watched the season 1 a long time ago now. I explained why during the intros of the last episode. Go check that if you want to have all of the story. But short resume, I don't remember everything that happened. I don't remember the facts. I don't remember really what is happening because I was not watching the show for that. I was watching the show for a memoir that I was doing about some shows and I did not have the time to be really involved into the show. I was not watching it for that and that was frustrating for me, and I'm glad that now I'm discovering the show but in another way, really by being into it, by being with the characters, by not paying attention to what I was studied into it and just enjoying it, you know, enjoying myself in front of it. And so far with these 3 episodes, I'm enjoying myself during this show. I love this show already. I'm not in love with characters yet, but I'm already in love with the show because I love the philosophical dilemmas that they are asking to the viewers through the characters, you know, with these decisions about killing, sacrificing people to save the majority of the people. That's really interesting. I explained that thing about philosophical dilemmas during the review of the last episode. It's something that really interests me and which is continuing to interest me. The fact that people can have, you know, on appelle ça la pensée utilitaire, you know? Thinking about what is good for the majority of people, even if you have to do something bad to some people. C'est un courant philosophique, c'est une façon philosophique de voir les choses, and that's interesting, that's really something which is interesting for me. But I'm not loving the show just for that, I'm also loving it because of the way that it's filmed and made. I don't know if you paid attention to that, but we have a lot of scenes without music. We have a lot of scenes that are just putting music during some action moments and some touching moments where they want the viewers to feel sad, you know, for the characters. But the rest of the show, the rest of the scenes, it's without music. And it's so relaxing, you know. Now, in the shows that we are watching now in our days, we have always music. It's never without any sound, and when it's without sound, we are seeing it, we are seeing that something is not like usually, and we are more focused on what is happening into the show because we are not used to have scenes without music. I'm not talking about only big music, but also little musics which are just made, you know, for the environment, which are just sounds, you know, into the environment, into the background. We are so not used to have scenes without backgrounds, without a background music or a background sound, something that when we have a silent moment into an episode, we are seeing it I'm thinking about that battle during The Witcher, during the episode 1 of The Witcher. I'm thinking about that episode during the last season of Mr. Robot. It was, you know, something important to have moments like that, and I noticed it. I noticed these moments because it was something unusual. I'm so glad to discover that a show, I think that it's maybe because it's an old show, you know, now, we have a lot of moments, a lot of scenes, almost all of the scenes and the moments, again, if it's not battle moments or sad moments, all of the rest of the scenes are without music. It's so relaxing, really, because we can pay attention to the characters and we are not guided, you know, to feel in a certain way, to feel like that or like that for a character. We are just following them, hearing them, and that's it, and that's relaxing. Really, I can't find another word to describe that. It's relaxing to just watch a show, you know, to not be guided by the looks, the ways of playing, the, you know, the interpretation of the characters, but also the musics, also all of that, all of the things that now shows are using sometimes too much, and I don't like when they are using too much, you know, stuff to say one message. I like one message to be clear. Okay, you can use some of the way to say it, but not all of them. If you are using all of them, it's too much for me. And right there into this show, maybe because it's an old show and it's using the old way of making shows, it's one scene, one message, and they are not using everything. They are just using the characters, the ways of playing, you know, of the actors and actresses, the lines, the scenario, and that's all. Woo! That's so great to just have to watch it and to not be told what you have to think, feel during one scene. That's great. I really like that. I really like also the fact that we are having a lot of battles between the ships. I love, you know, space shows. I don't know if we can name that. I don't like that word, you know, to name that kind of shows. But now the new space shows, they are not using a lot of battle moments. It's not like that. Now they prefer to focus on the characters than really into the battles between ships and all of that. Maybe again because it's an old show, they love to put that, you know, it was into the same period of time that we had, I think that it was the second trilogy of Star Wars, and that was, you know, into a context where we wanted to have battles into screen and with a space show, battles with ships. So I think that it's explained by the context of making shows and movies, but also the context of our society during the time that the show was made. I like that, I really like that, I'm not against it, that's great also. I'm still worried about the fact that they are using old ways to communicate with each other. They are using telegrams, you know, and voices, just that, no pictures, no videos. I'm like, how can they really communicate and tell what is happening right there and right there? No, when they are making their plans, you know, into something like that, we are seeing him like with with a pen tracing things. I'm like, really, we are far from that right now. If you are watching space shows now, like The Expanse, you know how much I love The Expanse. If you don't know that, I'm gonna put the playlist of The Expanse just right there. My playlist of my videos about The Expanse. In The Expanse, we are not tracing things with a pen. We are having planets into... we are moving them like that into a screen, which is like... really, we are far from that. But that's interesting to see that, to see the old methods, you know. But that's really... I'm worried about that. And right now, for what is happening into the show, really, I'm worried for them because they are all so tired, and I'm worried For Hilo, because I like it. That's it. I think that if I like really one character in this show yet, I like him. I'm not in love with him, come on. That I can't love him just with 3 episodes, but I'm really liking his character because he's brave, because he's nice. I love that. I love his principles. And even if he's the one maybe that we saw the less, is the one for which, yes, I have really great feelings. I also think that I'm gonna love Kara, Starbuck, but I need to see more about them. For now, I had the impression that, you know, the only moment that we saw about her were moments with Lee, and I love that because, like I said during my review of the last episode, I'm beginning to like their relationship, you know, how they're working with each other. Even if it's a weird thing, a weird relationship, and that's gonna be, I think, a slow burn ship, I can really love their relationship. But for our character, I had the impression that yes, if it was not about him, we had some moments with her being a great pilot and that was great, but I don't want a female character to be only made by how she is with a potential boyfriend. Do you understand what I mean? I want more about her, but just her, not her with Lee. So yes, I want more about that. And I'm gonna start talking right now because I have 2 more episodes to watch today and I already talked a lot during this intro. So let's go for this episode 2. That's it. You know, the first episodes I was just discovering again the show. I was really paying attention to the characters, all of the names, paying attention to who they are, how they are working, how they are living, how they can evolve, all of the places that we have and all of that. That's it during this episode. I know that I'm fully involved into the show because I'm beginning to make series, I'm beginning to have suspicions about people, I'm beginning to have doubts about new ones. That's it. The mess is beginning just right now with this episode. She is a Cylon. For sure she is a Cylon. Sometimes she's activated, sometimes she's not activated. When she's not activated, she has feelings. That's not bothering me, but that's surprising me, and that's something new, you know, to add to the Cylon. If they can have feelings, the Sharon, you know, the boomer, not activated, she said the truth. She said that she saw water. She was fighting the Cylon into her to say it. Can she really fight that part? Can she really be against that part? I'm not sure. And she made me doubt about the fact that she put these things, you know, these detonators into the tanks or not. I really think that she did it. Like, we saw her totally wet, we saw... No, she did it. I'm pretty sure that she did it. But alone, I'm beginning to suspect that we have more than one Cylon into that ship. Hilo... I can't hide it. I'm beginning to like him very much. That's surprising me because I don't remember anything about that the first time that I watched the season. I said it, you know, when I began the pilot again this morning. I was remembering not any names, not any facts, but some feelings that I had for some characters. I was remembering that I hated Gaius. I was remembering that I loved Starbuck. But I'm not remembering that I loved Hilo. Maybe because I took some years and I grew up, you know. I'm more interested by Hilo now. Maybe. He's nice, he's brave, and he's trying to take care of people, and just right there we saw that he had feelings for Boomer. For that Cylon, activated Cylon Boomer. I think that I'm gonna love him, and I'm really beginning to love also Starbuck. But I want to see more about her, and her without men around. Like, again, female character can be useful and can have moments, scenes without a man into the place and without talking to a man, without flirting with a man. We had some moments like that during the pilot with Starbuck. We had some moments when she was a great pilot, but I want to see more moments like that, because the rest of the time that we saw her, it was her flirting, having this weird relationship with Lee, and right there flirting with Gaius. Please, no. No, 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 no. I'm against that. I don't want a relationship between these two, because I don't like Gaius, for sure. I'm this close to hate him, for sure. But for his character, you know, for his principles, for his ego, for... it's really disgusting. But he can be an interesting character because he's connected with the silence, so his interaction with the woman in red are really interesting. But we can't trust him, never. And I'm still not sure that at one point, you know, he's not gonna switch and go on the silent side, embrace the woman in red and her side, you know. We'll see. Also, the relationship between Adama's father and Adama's son, I want to see more of that, because they really took the time during the pilot to explain their relationship, why they are fighting against each other, why they are not on the same page. And I found that during the pilot really interesting, so I want them to search more, you know, to build more that relationship, to make that relationship evolve even more. We have a little of it during this episode with the two of them talking and the father, you know, reassuring his son and telling him lessons about life, but I want more about that. So we have enough water, but I'm not sure that we have enough supplies to continue to survive. So that's gonna be the next issue, I think. We don't have Silence who are following us. That's great. We can search for Earth, you know, that hope, that dream of Earth. We'll see if we're gonna have it or not. So it's all for Battlestar Galactica for you for today, and it's all for me for now, so bye for now! Bye!
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.